Daryl. Hey Boo, how are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well, and I hope you've been busy working and strumming along since we were last together a week ago. Here we go with episode number 5, and for folks who are checking this out without knowing anything else about what's gone on before, this is a series of 8 short 5, 6, 7 minute little teaching sessions to help Daryl and Boo try to strum along to a song that they've chosen. We've covered a couple of strumming sessions that are down, down, up, and that kind of thing with downs and ups. There are some strumming styles that sort of avoid the upstrokes. I'd like to look at one of those today. Because it might well be that the feel of the song that you choose might determine that you need to sort of play downstrokes more than upstrokes. So it's easy to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really very straightforward. We could double time the feel of that. And you might be able to just hear the little extra tick in between the 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we wanted to count it, we'd count it like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Really quite straightforward. You just have to keep, it's based on the fact that you're just going to have to keep moving your hand. You're just going to move down, and you are, in reference to former videos where we've talked about strumming up, you are actually bringing your hand back up. You have to, of course. We're just not playing any of those upstrokes, so it gives a slightly different feel. There's that muting thing that we talked about last time. Can be quite effective. No mute, mute. Make sure you play around with that. Okay, let's move on to just stringing together some chords for the kind of thing you would have to do in a song. Let's just work through some of the chords that we know, and we're going to strum some of them to a count. Now, so far we have strummed chords that go right the way through a bar: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But it doesn't always happen that they do that. And let's imagine that there's a song where only 2 of the 4 beats are on a particular chord, and then there's a change. Now, that puts a little bit of pressure on you to have to change quicker, so you practice this stuff a little slower and give yourself room to be able to change. Here's what I'm talking about. So let's say we go 2 beats in the bar, the first 2 beats on G, the next 2 beats on D, and then perhaps a whole bar of C, and then we'll go back to 2 beats on the G, 2 beats on the D, and then 4 beats, a whole bar on the C. It would sound like this. Here's G for 2 beats. 1, 2, D, then C for 4. 3, G for 2, D for 2, C for 4. Okay, so it just means a little quicker of a change. If we add that slight variation to the strumming style that we just talked about, it would sound something like this: G, 2, D, 2, C, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and so on. So to recap the strumming style, just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the second one there, the second part of each strum, in other words, the strum that falls on the count of and, 1 and 2 and 3 and, probably would tend to be played with less emphasis than the main downbeat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and, do you notice the and is just a little less pronounced? 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okie dokie. Let's go over those chords again. 2 G's, 2 D's, 2 C's, 2 G's, 2 D's, 2 C's. 1, 2, D, 2, C, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, D, 2, C, 2, 3, 4, and G. Okay, well that's about enough for this week. No new chords, you'll notice this week. You don't have to learn any new finger positions. Just a chance to get stronger with the chords that you already know. So practice them lots, practice the changes, practice the strums, keep at it every day if you can. That's how you'll make it easier for yourself. I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.